Check 1 2 3. 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 There we go. All right, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and all those in between. Welcome back to Spartan 923 Gaming. I'm your host, Spartan 923, aka Firehawk 5150, aka Lucas, and we are back in Spirit of the North 2, where last time we faced off against the Sun and Moon Wolf, and I believe we are down to like the last two bosses. We are near the end here, folks. I believe the next boss we have is the Bear Boss, which then leads to the Ookie Dookie Spooky Man that we've been seeing with the Staff of Power and all that. Sorry about that. There we go. So, yeah, we might be finishing this tonight. Or I'm going to try my darndest. The poll for our model is still up right now. I know the Death Stinger was in the lead last time I checked, so if you want to continue being voting for the Death Stinger, go ahead. If you want to vote for the Red Horn, go ahead. Whichever one it is, I'm happy to build either, so it'll be fun. We'll get to see some cool stuff. Both are going to get built, so they'll both be on stream. It just depends on which one gets built first. Currently whittling down my pile of shame. So, yeah, I think I've got like one left of my former pile of shame, and then it's just these two, and then those are like last two in the wind builds right now. So, yeah, I greatly thinned down my pile of shame. Anyway, as far as schedule goes, Thursday we will be in GTA 5 performing our last Cayo Perico heist with our good friend Zoomzel. That might be kind of up in the air. Zoomzel had his wisdom teeth pulled, so he may not. It all depends. I mean, typical Zoomzel, am I right? We gave him a goodbye, and then we kind of won him for one last run, and then he does this. But anyway, it's understandable. I had to cover for him at work. He said he looked like a puffed up tomato, so unfortunately, that's how it goes with that. Let's see. Trying to do this before the ad. Then Saturday we will be back in Dead Space, where we will try to pump through the last levels. I believe we have like 4 or 5 left that we have to get through. So I believe like 4.5 I need to get through because I left off in the middle of one. So we're doing our best to get through them as quick as we can. I'm trying my best to get through spooky season. And that's the schedule at this point. We are at 150 followers. That's 10 away from our new goal of 160. There goes the ad. Goal of 160. So we greatly appreciate that. Hopefully we can make that by the end of the year. Who knows? Maybe. We'll see. And then, but if you like to help us out, get our stuff mentioned, hit the follow button. It really helps get our videos mentioned, stuff like that, as I said. But if you seriously want to contribute to the channel, hit the subscribe button, because not only does it get rid of the pesky ads, it also helps us out with our server fees, maintenance fees, groceries, and diapers for little baby Bray, and helps fund our model obsession as well. So yeah, I don't have much else to say, so we're going to go ahead and get on into the game. All right. I think this is an okay spot for the camera. I think. this music. Alright. Tilt. We're just gonna, we got 45 seconds and an ad, so we're just gonna wait for a second. Yeah, just where I left us. Uh, 20 seconds and then we'll move on. Should be back from the ad soon. 2, 1, and we're back. All right, welcome back from the ads there, folks. We haven't gone anywhere. Get our yip yaps in. And one thing I want to do, if we do get this, I want to go find the sanctuary for the foxes. That was made for the lady who used to run the Save a Fox Foundation, who passed away. So that's one of the reasons I actually got this game, was I really wanted to see that and kind of like pay tribute to her and all the nice work she's done for Save a Fox and all that. I believe this is what happened with the bear and all that. I look so good. Look at my horns. I guess you could say I'm horny. Anyway, no. Oh wait, now 18 plus stream. Why am I getting all panicky? There we go. Have you recovered from... Oh, jeez. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, I have recovered from my horrible, horrible pizza incident. I got a better pizza this time. I got a Tombstone this time. Not the best, not the worst. It's edible. and has flavor. So Tombstone definitely cut the break there. We may not see Bubsy tonight. We may not see Bray tonight because he has a cold. And so does Mama. So. So there's a good chance we may not see him tonight. Oh, that was dark. This whole skeleton up in a tree. Jeez. This is just horrible. Whatever happened here was brutal. A cave. Okay, this is complicated. There we go. I figured it out. That's a big femur. Oh, bear statue. Grimhold is the name of this place. Okay.
a bear. Looks like I need to find a wisp. Yes, a wisp. All right, we got our wisp. Yes, pretty fox. Thank you. Nice to see you. Oops. Kind of did a whoops there. Almost got them all. Let's see. That one. I think there's one more I need to get. Oh yeah, it's gonna be giant bear statue. Oh, there's a piece. Oh, I couldn't make it. There we go. Oh, am I still missing the piece? Really? Got it. Is that the last piece? There's still more? So we got the one up there. Got all the ones down here. Where am I missing one? Oh, there you are. There we go. That did it. Yeah, big bear. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. So, we're back here. At the sanctum. Okay, I believe I know what way I should have gone. Okay, let's. All right. So, how is my week going? My week's going fine. I mean, it's Tuesday. I've had to cover for someone today, which, I mean, part of my job, but not really something I wanted to do. But there again, they were kind of in pain, so I just kind of stepped up and did what I had to do. So. Oh, I say pots. Yes. Ah, big bad time right here. How'd your Avatar watch go? Oh, I'm done with that. I finished it. It was good. I enjoyed it, as I always do. So every once in a while, I rewatch the series. mammoth skull. Two mammoth skulls. A lot of elephant bones. Oh man. Mammoth graveyard. Oh man. That is metal. Itherwith. A wisp. Azugmore. Azgumore. Interesting. Go. Ooh, green. Whoopsies. Okay. Pumpkins. Ooh, a jack-o'-lantern. I mean, ooh, a scarecrow. I say jack-o'-lantern. I'm an idiot. Temple of the Bear. Ah. Ooh, that's yes. With a wisp. Always good. Let's see. What else we got? What else we got? Oh, heck. Okay. That's how it works.
Would have saved me a lot of pain in learning that earlier. Alright, that's 2. Where's that third one? Ah, of course, buried in a hole way over here. La-dee-da-dee-la-dee-da-dee-da. There we go. Gotcha. Collect 50 wisps. Let's take a look at our map. Oh, screenshot. Whoopsies. Okay, so we're way up here. Alright.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, well, if anyone wanted to know, you should be wishing Zumzo well because he had his wisdom teeth pulled. Uh, he's fine. He's just kind of swollen and a bit uncomfortable, but he is doing fine. He did call in today because he's, like I said earlier, he puffed up like a red tomato, what he described. So I had to cover for him today. I wasn't really expecting to, but I did. Okay. So I've kind of ringed around the rosy here. This one looks like it was back from the con. Ben Blood. Oh, creepy. Back from when I was at the con. Have you ever met a celebrity that disappointed you? Not really. Not like after meeting him, no. I mean, well, during meeting, no. I've never been disappointed by a celebrity idol. Was meeting, but I don't want to say a name, but there was a celebrity that I really kind of connected with. He was actually going to come to my town for a convention that ended up being canceled because of COVID. And it turned out that he wasn't as, for lack of better words, cool as I originally thought. It's kind of a bummer that we kicked things off so well and then he just kind of tended to go a certain way, and just unfortunately grew apart. So, I mean, and that's the thing is everyone be like, I'm sure some people are like, why are going to work to just stay friends and stuff like that? Well, because sometimes you don't want to be involved with toxic people or people that, I mean, a lot of people will abandon people because they don't share the same ideals or stuff like that. And the thing is that some of the stuff that he was going off about was very, like, I don't know why he was even involved in it. Because and I'm usually a huge advocate for like ooh, a treasure chest. I'm usually a huge advocate for giving people benefit of the doubt and allowing people to have their own opinion, and that's fine. Everyone should be allowed to have their own opinion. That's the reason that's way people get to know each other and stuff like that. It shouldn't be like disband or anything like that. But also, I believe that if you, I do believe that during your opinion, you should be open, open-minded enough to be able to assess yourself and your behavior. And some of the behavior that this guy was just letting off, I could not approve of, and I honestly was like, just kind of silently faded away from that guy in that guy's life. So, if he was to like come back and like totally change tune or something like that, I don't think I would be. I think that would be amazing if that were the case. But I have a feeling he's very devout to his beliefs and it somehow benefits him. So his ideal, the way his mindset is the way that he feels benefits him, and I just don't want to get involved in it. Pearls. Lots of pearls. Man, there's a lot of plants. Ooh, treasure chest. Oh. That's what that does now. Interesting. I would like to go get my stuff back. Do I hate the guy? I don't hate the guy who I was talking about. I don't hate him. I just don't like his mindset and how it seems like he doesn't really understand certain things that are going on, and he's just making a very like broad assumption to something that number one isn't even involving his country, and number two, technically he doesn't benefit off it. So I don't really see how he could benefit off of it. So and how that's worth kind of alienating himself. So, but anyway. thing is that the guy would, when he was actually coming here to visit, I was like, oh, I'd be happy to show you around town, take a day off, and help you out, help you see the sights and stuff like that. And he's like, oh, no, yeah, that'd be cool. And we like had a whole like dinner thing planned out, stuff like that. And as like COVID got in the swing, he got very like anti-mask, very like no vaccine stuff. And I mean, the thing that kind of bothered me was the guy's a bodybuilder, and I'm like, do you really believe that this is like not healthy for you? And it's like, you don't know what they're putting in you. I'm like, are you just serious? You're like, yeah, I'm serious. Oh, that's a shame. Oh. Oh, this was the first one. That was supposed to cut. I figured out the thing already. Ooh. Mushrooms! How many jobs do I have? Okay, Discord. If we're gonna look at it in the sense, Dark Evolution. If we're gonna look at it, I technically have 2 jobs. One is a serious job and one is a fun job. My serious job, I work with medical. I'm quality control for a medical facility. My fun job is this. So I don't earn a lot from it. So I don't really think I can call it a job since it's not technically capable of supporting me. But I mean, it's something. Ooh, what's up here? What's up here? What's up here? What's up here? Oh, yay. Haha. Okay, so there's a lot here. First things first, let's check out this. I'm gonna come back for you, I promise. Maybe we aren't gonna wrap up tonight. There's a whole thing of exploration here to do. A vine boar. Be nice if I could find torches. Oh, this is a bear. Interesting question. Was I ever bullied? Oh, hell yeah. I was bullied a lot. I still get bullied. Bit sad, but yeah. But nowadays, I really just don't care about it anymore. And also, the bullies nowadays have to deal with me clapping back, so to speak. So, if they give me trouble, they're gonna have to. It's usually like they aren't expecting me to like go back. They're expecting me to just sit there and take it, but I don't anymore. I usually call off people out on their BS. So. Oh wow, jeez. That's really neat. Run, Foxy, run! Yes. But yeah, no, I still get bullied now and then. But like I said, nowadays I can actually like stand up for myself and stuff like that, so I don't really tolerate it as much as I used to. I used to just kind of take it and go, especially like in high school and stuff. I had a lot of people that just loved to push my buttons and stuff, and I hated it. I hated everything about it. I mean, I really wish that the school system cared more about kids who got bullied than uh, the bullies themselves, because I swear I would have, if I could have, I would have laid out every bully that ever bothered me. But I had to practice restraint because my schools had a policy of if you defend yourself, you get in trouble as well. So I actually asked security guard, I'm like, are you comfortable with the idea that a victim could die because of this policy? And he's like, well, we'll respond as fast as we can. I'm like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm like, if I'm on the ground and someone's beating the tar out of me and I am not defending myself, isn't that kind of on you guys to protect us as the kids? And he's like, we would. I'm like, okay, let's try that again. So number one, oh crap, I fucked that up. But I'm like, okay, so I'm like, let me get this straight. So you're more comfortable with me, like, possibly having my eye punched out, or possibly having my ocular bone broken, uh, having like my teeth broken, stuff like that. You're fine with that as long as I don't defend myself, and you can all appear squeaky clean and happy, right? And he's like, that's not what we mean. And I'm like, okay, it just seems like you kinda are like that. It's like, that's not how it is at all. I'm like, okay, if you say so. But I'm like, I don't mean any disrespect. I just really don't understand. And because I feel that the natural instinct to defend myself is like, if you felt you were truly in danger and you felt you needed to defend yourself, I'm not against you protecting yourself. I just don't want you fighting back. I'm like, well, then how do you expect me to do? Wait till all my ribs are broken, or what? And it's like, I think I kind of took him aback a bit because he seemed like very like he was realizing I was right, and I'm like, I just don't believe that a victim should be punished as harshly as a bully should. And he was like, you know, you're right. That does kind of seem ridiculous. I'm like, kinda seems. I'm like, it is ridiculous. It is very ridiculous. And so yeah, I. But he did also teach me something. He's like, if you feel you were ever in danger, he's like, drop on the floor and shout fire. I'm like, and just start kicking. I'm like, number one, if you start kicking soon enough, they won't get close enough to you. And two, if you yell fire, people will come to watch. He said, people will never come at the word help. They will come to watch something burn. I'm like, you are kidding me. I am not kidding you. So. I found the treasure, treasure, treasure. Ooh, Foxy Point, yay. Really wish I had a torch. Right, let's check this out. Would you ever? No, I'm not a vengeance person. I mean, I had a bully. Yes, he has a name, but the thing is whenever someone brings him, the thing is that a lot of my family think that
haven't let it go. And the thing is that I did have let it go. It's just when people bring the person up, I can't, because everyone's like, you should be happy for them, like, progressing with their lives and doing better in their lives. I'm like, I don't know if the person's done better in their life. I don't care if the person's done better in their life. If they've done better in life, whoop-de-damn-do. It doesn't matter to me. But, I am a person that, if someone has done something bad, if you expect me to speak kindly about them, I will not. If you say, oh yeah, I saw so-and-so, I'm like, yeah, that guy was a jerk. And they're like, oh, you just can't let it go. And I'm like, of course I can't. The guy was an asshole. Why do you think I have to let it go? Like, yeah, I think it's asinine for me to not think the guy's a jerk. And if you think that I'm being petty and holding on to a grudge, I'm not holding on to a grudge. I'm holding on to a memory that's not comfortable, a memory that makes me very upset internally because, number one, I think the thing is, I never got closure on it. The thing is that this one person, I'm going to tell this story. This is a story long, long past when I somewhat got back at my bully, but not for me, for my friend. So, I have a buddy who, we were in high school together. We used to race slot cars together. Anyone who doesn't know what slot cars are cars that go in a track that is electrically charged, and you control it through a trigger. Some of you might know it, some of you might not, but it's a lot of fun, and we used to do it like every week. And after a while, I noticed that my buddy was not like his usual self. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? He's like, hey, he's like, it's nothing really, just something stupid. And I'm like, what's going on? You can tell me. And he's like, all right, well, here's the thing. I'm like, yeah. It's like, so-and-so, I'm having trouble with this guy's so-and-so. I'm like, yeah, I know so-and-so. He's a jerk. He's like, yeah, you have no idea. I'm like, oh, I know absolutely. He was my elementary school bully. He was my junior high bully, and he is about to. It sounds like he's about to be a high school bully. And I'm like, technically, he's more of a pain in the neck than anything for me now. He's like, yeah, well, here's what happened, and he told me that this guy was like harassing him constantly, and then one day, apparently he lived around my buddy and at some point went around and urinated on my friend's bike. I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, I'm serious. I'm like, you're kidding. He's like, I wish I was. I'm like, that's ridiculous. That is so ridiculous. That is unacceptable. I'm like, okay, here's what you're gonna do. You are going to report this. Like, what do you mean? I'm like, you're going to report this. He's like, dude, no one tells on anybody. I'm like, I do. I'm like, I'm not letting this happen to a friend of mine. And he's like, I'm like, we're going straight to the principal. He's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, we're going straight to the principal. Now, one thing, and people probably mean this is will say I was a kiss up or something like that. No, I was a person when I was a student to know who was in charge and who I could ask questions to, who was a safe person to approach, that kind of thing. And one of the biggest safeties is I would try to get to know the principal. So, if I ever needed help or advice or something like that, I wanted the principal to seem like someone I could approach and that I could feel safe with. So I made an effort to get to know my principals. And so every morning when my principal was out, I'd always say, hello, how are you doing? That is a nice shirt, or that is a nice tie. And then I would go off to class. And we'd sometimes exchange a little back and forth, but that was about it.
And so I was pretty much on a last name basis in the sense of I was Mr. and he was Mr. So it was, I could do it this way: Mr. V and Mr. H. So I was Mr. H and he was Mr. V. So I ended up taking my buddy to the office, and I said, "Hey, Mr. V." He's like, "Ah, Mr. H, how you doing?" And I'm like, "I've got a bit of a problem." He's like, "Oh, you do?" He's like, "Who's your friend?" "This is my friend, Mr. R." He's like, "Ah, Mr. R. Okay." And it's like, "What seems to be a problem?" "Well, there's been a series of events that have been happening here on campus that I think need to be addressed, and it's something that I am here because my friend needs the support, and I want him to feel that he is safe and that he's not going to get any type of lashback from it." He's like, "Okay, that's fine." He's like, "Tell me what happened." So he tells everything that's been going on for the last few months, mind you, months. This has been happening, and I see the principal go from this cheery guy to kind of sad to angry. It's like, "Well, this is interesting." And like, "So, what can we do about this, Mr. V?" He's like, "I know exactly what I'm going to do about this." And he's like, "Okay." So we sat there, and he went out to his secretary, and he's like, "Could you find me a Mr. M?" And he's like, um, it's like he's calling him, and then of course R. we're just gonna go with letters. R was like, he's bringing him here. "Yeah, trust me, this is how it's supposed to go." It's like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Just keep it cool. If he sees me here, he's not gonna bug you." And so about 5 minutes goes by, and Mr. M comes walking in. He's like, "Ah, Mr. M, please take a seat." And goes, he's like, "Oh, hey, Mr. R." And he sees me, and he goes, it's now the biggest and most insulting thing this guy did was he always purposely mispronounced my name. I corrected him hundreds of times, and he purposely always mispronounced my name. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, maybe he had a lisp or a speech impediment." No, he knew how to say my name. So I, he goes, "Oh, Lucas." With a T, he added a T to my name. I'm like, "Are you fucking serious?" And I'm like, "Mr. M?" It's like, "What are you doing here?" And I'm like, "Apparently you've been causing trouble for my friends." It's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." It's like, and Mr. V is like, "You sit down now." It's like, okay, jeez. Like, "So I've been hearing that you have been bothering Mr. R here for months, to the point of which you are now vandalizing his property." It's like, "What?" "I don't know what you're talking about." It's like, "From what we heard, you kicked over his bicycle and urinated on it." It's like, "I didn't." And he's like, I didn't know that you could die like that. I just got killed by a mosasaur." I didn't know those things are gonna kill me. Oh, geez, that was weird. So, that was bizarre. So, so he's all in full panic mode, full on panic mode, and he's like, and Mr. V is tearing into him, just tearing into him, and I'm like, this is exactly what I wanted. And my buddy R is just like, is this real? Do bullies actually get in trouble? And so we're just sitting there, and I am just loving every second of it. Probably the most sadistic I've ever been in my life was this moment. Is just me going,
oh, I am so happy that I am here for this. And so he's like, so here's what's going to happen. We are going to sit here and we are going to call your grandmother and we are going to tell her everything that happened. He's like, but, it's like, no, nope. And he's like, and he's like, I'm going to tell you right now, mister. Mr. H here has told me everything you used to do to him through elementary school and junior high and all this. I am appalled that you would think that this behavior is acceptable and that you have been doing it for so long that you think it is normal. And that you have been, number one, harassing this young man and have been harassing this other young man for years. To the point of which they are now here confiding in me to help them because you are just such a burden in their lives. And he's like, I'm sorry. He's like, no, you're not. You aren't sorry at all. It's like, no, seriously, I'm sorry. He's like, you're not. You are not sorry. It's like we are calling your grandmother and we are going to get this taken care of. And sure enough, well, we weren't there for when the grandmother got there, but boy, when he turned to us, he was like, you gentlemen are free to leave. I'm like, thank you, Mr. V. I appreciate your help in this matter. He's like, always a pleasure, Mr. H. And we left. And I was, once we got out of earshot of the office, like we waited till the door closed behind us. And we were back out in the hall. I just see R just exhale and smile so big. He's like, that was great. I'm like, I know, right? It's like, it's great when they get in trouble, finally. And he's like, I didn't think that would actually, I didn't think they'd do anything. I'm like, tell me. I tell you, I get to know people, and I am one of those people that if there's an issue, people try to help me out because I'm one of those people that they're like, you know, guy's worth it. He's worth it. And I was just so happy we were able to help out my friend. And it made things so much more. Yeah. But as far as I know, I believe M is he lays concrete for a living, so good for him, I guess. But I really don't know. I honestly haven't cared about where he is forever. I mean, but I do know that he did get in trouble, and he never bothered me ever again. So, but I mean, here's some of the stuff he used to always. I was a very emotional kid, so instead of like trying to understand, he'd just call me crybaby and stuff like that. And then he'd tell people that I was a crybaby, and they'd all gang up on me and stuff like that. And I hated it. I hated everything about it. I never wanted to go to school. And then of course, the only advice you get for this kind of situation is just ignore it. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. I can't ignore it. It's not possible for me to ignore this. And it bothered me so much that people just ignore it. And but he keeps coming back. He doesn't stop. I'm like, you don't understand that you're telling me to do something that just doesn't work. And so I just kind of gave up. And I was like, fine. I'll just keep getting picked on, and I'll tell teachers and see what happens. And so, ooh, a wisp.
but then in junior high, it was when I really started standing up for myself. And I just was so sick of it. I just didn't tolerate it. And that was back when I was like, if anyone bothers me, I'm just going to shove them. I don't care. And one day, Mr. M came up to me, and I was also a person, I didn't like live action shows or anything that was like super popular. It was always the thing with me is I was like, if it's popular, I don't want to be involved with people who are like that, because usually they're all snotty and just jerks. And so I was rarely ever in with the in crowd, so to speak. So I loved cartoons. I loved animation. I loved anime. I loved Star Wars. I was a nerd, and I really loved Pokemon. And of course, someone told him like, "Hey, he likes Pokemon." And like, I believe on like the last day of school, I was kind of cornered in the hallway. Oh, I have all my sprite spots full. And he's like, "Hey," it's like, "You want this?" And it was a Pokemon Eraser Topper. I'm like, "I really don't." He's like, "I know you want it. It's Pokemon." I'm like, "I really don't." He's like, "Yeah, you know you want it." And I'm like, If I take it, will you leave me alone?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, fine, I'll fucking take it." And I took it, and he goes, "Hey, everybody, big baby over here playing Pokemon." And I'm like, ugh. And I shoved him as hard as I could against the locker. I mean, I was so angry. I shoved him hard. I think I dented the locker. And I don't think he bothered me though, like the rest of the year after I did that to him. But then again, yeah. And the thing is, for anyone out there, violence is not the answer. If you can just avoid it, that's fine. But don't just tank it. Don't just take the hits every time. If someone is bothering you, go tell someone. And if they don't do anything about it, go find the person who's above them and tell them. Because that's what I ended up having to do. Because my teachers wouldn't do anything about it. My parents did nothing about it. So the thing is that I would just go straight to the highest person of rank at my school, and that was the principal's. And I'm like, "Look, this is what's happening. I don't like it, and I believe it needs to be dealt with. But if not, this is going to happen." And it just, I seemed to build up a good enough decorum with people that, or with my boss, or with my principals, that they were like, "Okay, yeah, we'll take care of it." Like, they didn't want it. And the thing was, I wasn't a bad student. I was a pretty good student. I mean, I wasn't like a 4.0 GPA student, but I was a student. I showed up. I was there every day. I did not cause trouble. I was friendly. I was kind. I was exemplary as far as being a sociable person and behaving at school, stuff like that. I had no issues whatsoever with people. And so, I mean, I had pretty much the equivalent of whatever a high schooler could call clout. And I was like, it was how things worked for me. And people were like, "Oh, so you were just a rat." I'm like, "No, I wasn't a rat. I was a student that did not tolerate anyone picking on me. And that was in high school. At elementary school, I didn't know that the power of knowing the principal had. And believe me, I greatly regret not talking to a principal directly about my issues then, because I could have probably been dealt with then. But
Nah, I just sat on my hands and did nothing for years until finally I just broke in high school where I was like, I'm done. I am done. Anyone messes with me again, I'm taking it straight to who I need to take it to. This is not going to continue anymore. So, and also, my big thing in high school, I never took a side on anything. I usually kept everything of hobby to myself. I never told anyone else about my hobbies unless it was a good friend. And I never uh, I never took anyone's side on anything. I just sat there and said, "Yeah, sure, whatever." Um, and I kind of wrote off my. And the thing was, my brother was popular to the point of which my my classmates loved my brother, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're actually Matthew, you're actually Matt's brother." Or, well, I shouldn't have said that. Well, I have a brother. His name's Matt, but like, "Oh, you're Matt's brother. You're Matt's brother." I'm like, yeah, "Okay, yeah." And then of course I had his friends who always looked out for me and stuff like that, and that was nice. But I also wanted to take care of myself, so. But they're all good guys. We're still friends, and a lot of them came to like my wedding, came or at my bachelor party and stuff like that. So they were really awesome. Um, so I honestly uh, have no issues with like my sibling or anything like that. He always looked out for me in his own way. He also sometimes crossed the line a few times where I was like, "No, you say you look out for me, but then you go and do stuff like this, and it's kind of annoying." And like, "Yeah, well, your brother." I'm like, "Yeah, well, I really think you could do better." So, but yeah, I mean, me and my brother have a decent relationship. There are times where I think he pushes his humor a little too hard, and he thinks it's funny, and he knows that all he's doing is just upsetting me. So that's neither here nor there. Why is that glitch so bad? Um, but nah, he's a good guy, and he always, whenever he can, he's usually pretty helpful and stuff. He's kind of the nerd like me, but he also is a bit more outdoorsy than me. So I kind of that's where our differences are. Really, is I'm just not as outdoorsy or sociable as him. He is Mr. I can make a friend anywhere, anytime, any city, any place. And I'm Mr. I would like friends, but I don't make friends. And any friends I have are enough friends for me. And that's just how I am. So, but when I do get friends, I am probably the most protective and loyal person that they ever meet. And they're like, "Holy moly, where'd this guy come from? And why do I have him in my corner?" And so, yeah, it's an interesting thing. But, I mean, if I was to advise anyone about bullies, it's number one, don't let them terrorize you. Their strength comes from that. And the thing is, if you can try to never react at all, don't react. They want the reaction. They want to feel powerful over you. They want you to feel miserable. They want to hurt you. And they're like, "No, they're just bullies are just people who don't." I'm like, "No, they want to hurt you. They want someone else to hurt. That is what they do. I don't give a damn if it's so. Oh, but they could be having they could be having a horrible life themselves. Don't go taking it out on other people. Be better. Be a better person than the way your lifestyle is. Don't go bullying people about it. You want to be treated better. You want your home life not to be in your day life. Stop being an asshole to people. That's what you do. Be a good person. And then when you find people you trust, you tell them. You tell them how things are going, where you don't feel safe at home, and you feel you have to lash out to get attention and stuff like that. You start talking. Ooh. Look at you. And here I have been blabbing my mouth off forever, and we're almost at break time. And we have accomplished nothing except filling out the map. I apologize. But for those of you who aren't familiar, we take a 10 to 15 minute break during a 2-hour mark. That's weird. During a 2-hour, we do 2-hour bits. So that's weird. What's this? Weird texturing thing with the water. Okay. Between we do 4-hour streams, and it's a 15 to 10 minute break between the 2-hour segments. So we'll shut down the stream, bring it back up in about 10 15 minutes. As far as our schedule goes, our schedule right now is we're looking at doing our final, not our final, Zoomzels. Excuse me. Zoomzels final Cayo Perico heist with us. For now, before he goes, do one more run with him. And send them off in style like that, even though we kind of sent them off, but that'll be fun. And then Saturday, we will be back in Dead Space, trying to get through that as quickly as possible. And then next week, it looks like we'll be in this, so that's something. Ah, the Charred Pass. Anywho, as far as our followers are concerned, as far as our followers are concerned, we are at 150 followers, which is 10 away from our new goal of 160. So, if you could, guys, hit that follow button, help get our videos mentioned and suggested to those who would like to watch our stuff. And we greatly appreciate that a lot. But if you do want to help out the channel even further, we greatly appreciate if you would hit that subscribe button. Subscribing doesn't just get rid of those pesky ads, it also helps us out immensely with server fees, maintenance fees, groceries, and diapers for little baby Bray. Believe me, it helps out so much, especially in these times with all these prices raising up. It is insane. What is that way up there? Huh. But, yeah, we greatly appreciate the help on that, so... So huge, but I'm at my limit here. So, thank you guys for coming out here and playing with us. Oh, I'm out here watching with us for now. If you're going to be coming back, we'll be back in about 10-15 minutes. If not, guys, remember to get out there, discover, explore, create, innovate. We will see you here next time on Spartan 923 Gaming. And don't forget to check out our stuff at Spartan 923 Gaming VODS on YouTube. Everything since day one is there, and you can see from when I was crappy to when I'm somewhat good. So that's really out there. But remember to get out there, discover, explore, create, and we'll see you here next time on Spartan 923 Gaming. Love you guys. Take it easy. And for those of you who stick around, see you in about 10-15 minutes.
Oh, boy. All right, time to go say goodnight to Bubsy. Yay.